clearing camps does not address the issues. It just displaces them.
Right. Get rid of the camp, disperse the people so that it's no longer visible.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Huntsville has sent a notice to residents of the Derrick North encampment that they are planning to evict its current residents and close the encampment without first securing individual housing for all encampment residents. Truly disgusting stuff here by the city of Huntsville. And there are some groups I know that are organizing against this. The SPLC has filed a lawsuit against the city of Huntsville, as well as, I believe, did they file a lawsuit, or did they just send a letter? Maybe it was just a letter.
I'll have to check on that. I thought that they were basically threatening a lawsuit, that if they were to move forward with this.
Gotcha. Threatening a lawsuit.
But I'm not entirely sure at this time. I know there was a lot of developments over the last couple of days.
Yeah, it looks like in this article from the Alabama Political Reporter that they're just threatening a lawsuit. But that was published a day ago, so maybe this is
there has been some developments, is my understanding, just in the last couple of days. And I know while SPLC and the ACLU of Alabama, Alabama Rise, they're all involved, but also some more.
Huntsville, Vote Huntsville,
the Huntsville Bail Fund.
Fund.
So it's a combination of like your more established nonprofits with very grassroots local folks, which that's great to see as well, to see that kind of coalition building happening, because I think it takes people who are on the ground. And it also takes those more established groups who do have the cachet to get in the news and to call upon legal resources. Right. So I'm happy to see that fight back. Yeah. Not happy to see what the city of Huntsville's doing.
The thing is that, I mean, even conservative Utah has gone with a housing first.
Right, because it's the fiscally conservative thing to do.
It's the fiscally conservative thing to do is just to give homeless people houses. Just give them a place to live.
It turns out it's very difficult to address other like pre-existing conditions, whether it's mental illness or drug addiction or unemployment, whatever the issues may be that are contributing to the homelessness. It's very difficult to address those while you don't know where you're going to sleep tonight.
Right.
Common sense.
Imagine trying to get a job, especially in the service sector, as a homeless person who has difficulty like securing a place to shower. Like, do you reckon, Starbucks is going to hire you if you have trouble getting a shower?
Right. It's just
it doesn't make any sense to not and then if you can't find a job, well, then you're not going to be able to get a place to live. Well, then what happens if you don't have any income? You don't have a place to live. Well, maybe you go deeper into drugs, or you have to do some sort of illicit thing to get an income, right? And so it just doesn't make any sense as a fiscal matter. And this has been proven that by choosing homelessness as a policy choice, choosing to allow people to be homeless instead of providing housing for them is more costly, because you have to have other resources that are diverted to them through the criminal legal system and welfare programs that would not have to be diverted to them. There is less of an opportunity for them to come out of their economic destitution. It just doesn't make any sort of speaking just on a fiscal manner, which I think we should be able to kind of graduate from talking about fiscal, these things as fiscal matters, to talking about these things as human matters, to talking about these things as the people that are living under the bridge, like they're my sisters and they're my brothers and they're my siblings and they're people that I should care about as humans.
Absolutely.
Right? I think that's something that we should be able to do. But even if we can't, graduate to that level, just on the basest, most cynical economic calculation, the choice to allow them to the choice to force them to be homeless is not economical. And clearing out camps does not address the issue.
No, it
just displaces them.
Right, which in my view, that's the goal here, is to just get rid of the camp, disperse the people so that it's no longer visible, right? Their goal would probably be to chase these people out of town and just hope that they leave, or that wherever they end up is in a less concentrated, less visible place. Something that I think is worth mentioning as well, from the SPLC's letter, is they talked about how many of the residents of this camp are disabled. They have limited mobility. They have special health needs. And, to send the police in there to just bust up the camp and clear them out, I don't know how you can live with yourself to order such a move, to execute such a move, because people are going to suffer. People are going to lose medicine. It's just disturbing. And like you said, I agree with you, Jacob. We shouldn't have to talk about it in terms of dollar and cents, because at the end of the day, there is something called humanity. And I know that, political leaders are not really supposed to think that way. They're supposed to just think in terms of budgets and optics and PR. But we deserve so much better. So credit to the coalition of folks on the ground in Huntsville, as well as fighting from Montgomery and elsewhere to try to put a stop to this. And I hope they are successful. If anyone listening is part of this movement and you want to share more, you want to come on the show, whatever, please, by all means, tell us. So I really want to see the city of Huntsville do the right thing, work with these people, find housing, find health care, find services for these people. Just sending in police to destroy a camp, the only home these people have, is disgusting, and it's not acceptable. It was never acceptable, but it certainly shouldn't be acceptable in the year 2022.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.